Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
How goes it, Nicole?
It's good. It's Tuesday.
I think I said Nicole.
You did, and I rolled with it. I'm used to
I left
it.
the L out. All right, it's
I roll with
Tuesday,
it.
July 21st. I was out last week. I missed
You
the
were.
show. How'd it go?
It went good, I think.
Hey.
Some people said that they lost audio when it went back. Like the audio was there, and we had a lot of people who said they didn't. So I think it could be a connectivity issue that some people go through.
Yeah. Well, if we don't have audio today, let us know, everybody. Hope everyone is safe out there. What's the weather look like? Cloudy, partly cloudy. I'm looking out my window.
Partly cloudy, but also sunny.
Also sunny. Hey, Heath.
Justin.
While you're live with us, I did get the email. I was out of the office. Nicole may have responded, but we got the Domino's picture. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. Did you get it, Nicole?
I didn't get it, no.
Okay, my bad. I'm playing catch up this week.
Hey, it is what it is.
We very much appreciate that, Heath. Sorry I didn't respond. Good morning, Councilwoman Wilder.
Morning.
Justin. We have 35 viewers right now, and if you're new to the show, I'm Blake.
I'm Nicole.
And this week we are covering mainly economic development, and then next week we talk about department projects, discuss the council meeting, the agenda, and upcoming things. So very informal with a lot of information. If you have questions along the way, feel free to comment in the comment section. If we don't know the answer, we are honest and tell you we don't know the answer, but we typically find out for the next week's show. And with that, you ready to rock?
Let's do it.
You're supposed to say and roll.
I knew what you were going for, and I still...
Come on.
No, we got this. It'll be great.
All right. Am I doing it this week? Well, let me do it this week because you got to do this slide last week, I'm assuming, right? Because you're all by yourself. Okay. Hey, Lori. How's it going? All right. Resources. Let's go full screen for everybody.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Hopefully everyone can still hear us. If you can't hear us, let us know. Or if you could give us a comment that you can hear us, that helps us out because sometimes we have technical difficulties, don't we?
Absolutely.
All right. So resources. When we are not live and on the air, you can find information about the city at weatherfordtx.gov, and that's going to have everything that involves the city of Weatherford, from every department to event calendars to what else? Council meetings and board and commission meetings. You can watch live meetings on the website when they are live, and you can watch. Good. Thank you, Wade. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Lori. Everyone can hear us, Nicole. So you can watch meetings live. You can also look at the archive meetings. So the video is still there. The minutes are there. Upcoming agendas are posted there as well. So really it's a one-stop shop for all things City of Weatherford. Now we have a lot of departments and a lot of content. We understand it's a lot of information to digest and look for at times, but it's out there, and we're always helpful to help you find information. If you can't find it, you can always give us a call. We have our tourism website, experienceweatherford.com. That's really a fun website. It has a listing of all of our restaurants and businesses and events, quality of life programs across the board right there at experienceweatherford.com. And there's a mobile app that works in conjunction with that, which we'll talk about here shortly. Our economic development website is chooseweatherford.com. That's mainly for developers or businesses looking to locate or relocate to Weatherford. And then we have our downtown website, which is heritagesquareweatherford.com, and that mainly deals with the bypass project in conjunction with the Council of Governments, or COG, and TxDOT. I'll let you talk about social media. You're good at that, Nicole.
All right. We're on all major social media. So on Facebook, we are Weatherford, Texas. On Instagram, we are City of Weatherford. On Twitter, we are City Weatherford. On YouTube, it's just Weatherford, and that's kind of like our housing base for like old city council meetings. So I try to get those up within a week or so of the city council meeting. It's got our old live shows for this, our department features, employee features, all of that good stuff. But we are, of course, on Nextdoor. So make sure you are following our agency on Nextdoor. We give a lot of good information on critical outages and stuff. So like when power goes out, if there's a major accident, if there's an issue with the train tracks, we try to push stuff out that way there too. So make sure you're following us on that. So this is the My Weatherford app, which I guess I'll just go ahead and take this one, Blake.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I should have jumped in. You were drinking water then.
No, you're good. The My Weatherford app, guys, it's the mobile 311 app that we have that works in conjunction with our website. So all of that great stuff that Blake was listing and then some that you can find at weatherfordtx.gov, but it's more mobile friendly. And Blake's favorite part is that it is actually a service request. So that's that 311 that a lot of government talks about. Where you can actually take a picture and put in a service request. And one of my favorite things about the app is you can actually see what's been put in around you. So you can see nearby. So if you see a stop sign down or a power line down or big tree branch down or something like that, you can actually see if someone else has submitted it. And you don't have to submit under your name and information. If you don't want to, you can anonymously submit it, but you can put in pictures and tickets and stuff. And I think it's a really cool. We've gotten really great feedback on how fast the service is with that format. So check that out. And it's free on both the App Store and on Google Play.
And then this we lead into the Weatherford Eats app. I referenced this a couple slides back. It works in conjunction with experienceweatherford.com. And basically, you can see every restaurant in the city limits of Weatherford, and you can see what current deals they're offering, if they're doing, especially with the pandemic, if they offer pickup, carry out, delivery. This is a really great mobile app, and I highly recommend downloading it. It's free. Businesses are also able to manually go in themselves and update the information, so there's lots of flexibility. Weatherford Chamber. Hello, Weatherford Chamber. Hope you all are well over there.
Sweet. Blake, you want to take this one or you want me to? We have extra notes on it too.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So we will have, starting tonight at 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock at Tyson Middle School cafeteria. They will discuss and have a joint meeting and public hearing regarding the US 180 corridor vision plan. So that will be from 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8, they will discuss city zoning regulations. And we are encouraging everyone that is able to attend. And it's an opportunity for our residents to give their input for the downtown or the 180 corridor, excuse me. And Nicole, I think you have more information as well.
So face masks or face coverings are required to attend as it is to come into any city building. And they also wanted us to note that we do have some stakeholder or small group meetings that will be held in the cafeteria this afternoon. So from 2 to 3, they'll be covering signs in the city. Like stop signs, street signs, all of that type of stuff. And then from 3 to 4 they'll do the 180 corridor vision plan for 2020. So it's just a little bit more information kind of on what will be gone over in 6 to 7 p.m. And then from 4 to 5, they're going to be going over landscaping and parking. But we wanted to make sure everyone knew about those small group and stakeholder meetings that they have going on.
And those are at the same location, Nicole?
Same location. So Tyson Middle School cafeteria.
And everyone is free to attend?
Yes.
Perfect. So check that out. Be sure to attend.
So we've talked about it for a few weeks, but we still have our Weatherford Utility Grant Assistance Program. It is available for any Weatherford utility, and that is just city specific. So if you have water and sanitation through the city, but you don't have electric, it still applies to those types of accounts. And it is for either residential and or commercial accounts. If you have any questions, you can call ahead. Most of the information is on this flyer and we've posted it multiple times. You can apply in person, but if you are sick, please don't come in. It does require 10% of your outstanding balance due at the time of application. But if you're sick or you can't make it in time, you can always call us and we're willing to work with everyone and do the best we can to help everyone. It only applies to your bills for the months of March through June of 2020. So that's March through June of this year. And you do have to fill out the reasons portion of that form with how COVID-19 directly affected your income. And I know that on the flyer, we have stated that we might ask for documentation and things. So I know that we've had 180 people applied so far as of yesterday morning, and 116 had been approved, but the majority that hadn't been approved yet, it's not that they were denied, it's that we're waiting on more documentation from them because they either didn't fill out that portion or we're waiting on like proof of their unemployment or something along those lines. But our girls at utility billing and everyone in finance, they're doing a great job at really helping everyone get through this application process. And we're kind of proud of this great program that we have going on. I'm gonna let you do this one.
Oh, no. You're trying to put that. Wait. Let me, there you go. Now they can see it. No, you do it so well.
Oh, come on, guys. I need you guys to encourage Blake that he can do this portion.
Rumor control. Is that good?
See? That was great. You did it. You nailed it.
All right. No In-N-Out burger. That's a rumor we get often. Hey, there's an In-N-Out. And mainly that rumor was really strong. That was a strong rumor back when they were building the Pet Supplies Plus. Is that the right name of the in front of Home Depot? Everyone thought that was an In-N-Out burger.
But it's coming back up in a lot of the community groups.
Is it really?
It is. I saw it mentioned and I was like, that's actually a rumor.
You're a Debbie Downer.
No, I'm not. I don't want people, because that's, if you see it and you know the alternative and you don't say anything, that's how like it spreads like wildfire, because then people are like, well, they didn't say no.
And we've had this discussion on other shows where we talk about it. Isn't it Whataburger in Texas? Like, it's not In-N-Out, it's Whataburger.
But there are plenty of, and I'm personally Whataburger, but like there are plenty of In-N-Out fans. But since it is our first rumor control of the show, it's a great time for us to explain that we do rumor control based off of rumors we hear. So if you guys hear of a business coming, let us know. We'll look into it and either add it to rumor control or find out and give you guys some information.
It's kind of like saying, if you know gossip, let us know.
Share. Well, I mean, of course, that's how we can share the positive and correct information with everyone.
Okay, Justin asked me about my sign that used to be on my door. I took that sign down because we put soundproofing on my door because we're loud when we do these shows.
The sign still exists, guys. It's just not on his door.
So I hate to digress, but I'm going to. So the sign used to be on my door, Justin, because Justin Gales made me a sign that said, ask me about In-N-Out Burger, because it was a big rumor for a while. So I had it on my door, but I had to take it down because when we do these shows, I talk very loud.
Thank you.
And people down the hallway were like, you're so loud. So I had to get insulation put in like the ceiling part and on my door to control the noise coming out. So I'm like in a safe zone in here.
In Blake's defense, most of the offices here echo a lot, and there isn't a ton of insulation because it's an older building, but you can definitely hear Blake down and around the hall.
I'm very loud.
But to go back onto rumor control. So we talk about things that we hear rumors about and that aren't coming to town. That doesn't mean we don't want them here. But the best thing you can do as a consumer and as a resident, business owner, whatever your role is in our community, is you can reach out to that company directly and tell them that there's a want or a need to be here. And then they can reach out to Development and Neighborhood Services, or as I typically say, DNS, or they can reach out to our Economic Development Department and get that help or assistance, or find out how big their need is or what is a good space for them. So we can really help them going. That doesn't mean we're not going out and looking for businesses. It just means that sometimes we've asked a business and they don't think that there's a need or a want here. And so when they hear from residents and consumers that there is a want or a need, it'll make them look at our area specifically. So you guys feel free to reach out to them and help us get that ball rolling.
And we'll talk more here in a second about our role on the city side of things, of what we do with economic development. And it's very good information for you all to have, so that it helps everyone understand the process when new businesses come here with economic development. Tim, happy birthday. He says he's 8 in dog years, Nicole.
That's awesome.
I love it. All right, let's get back to the show here. Slides. There we go. So, economic development. And this is, we're going to get into the nitty gritty, or the meat of things. So here at the city of Weatherford, we know that there's a primary trade area and a secondary trade area. Our primary trade area includes 190,000 people. It's a zone, and they shop here 3 to 5 times per week. And then our secondary trade area includes around 360,000 people. Those individuals typically shop 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of times per month. And let me show you the primary trade area chart or graph. This is that zone. So you can see that people from all across the region come to Weatherford to participate in commerce. It goes to the west, out to like Santo, Lone Camp, and then it goes to the east to Loop 820, up to the north, Poolville, to the south, goes down to Granbury, and then that secondary trade area goes a little bit further. That's where you get that 360,000 total population. You know, it goes all the way up. Now, I know it's cut off, but it goes all the way up to Ground, Texas, and then to the south, where Stephenville's located, even further west out to Cisco, and then a little bit further inside Loop 820 over towards Fort Worth area. So it's a large zone where people actually are coming to participate in commerce here in the city limits of Weatherford. So what that does is that brings in sales tax revenue for us to continue to provide valuable services such as sanitation, animal services, police, fire. So it allows us to provide better services for our citizens, and people from all across the region are helping us do that when they come and participate in commerce, which is why economic development is so important. Now, one of the things that we often get asked is, well, why are we trying to make Weatherford become like Dallas-Fort Worth? Why are we trying to become a large city? The truth of the matter is growth is natural. So people are moving further west. We know that based on trends. We know that areas like Aledo, Brock, for example, even all the way out to the intersection or where I-20 hits 281, there's lots of new businesses coming in out there as well. So I always tell people, think of the last time that you moved. You never had to apply to any community to live there. You just purchased a home or engaged in a rent agreement or a lease agreement, whatever the case may be for that individual, and you move there. So when that happens and your economic development is going to pick up and new businesses are going to come to that area too, because they know that's where the money is being spent. More people equals more revenue for those businesses. Now, go to the next slide. Oh, we'll wait on that. So our role with economic development, and I'll bring up that information about those trade areas again. Our role from the city of Weatherford is to help businesses get the information they need about Weatherford. A lot of times you'll see major retailers kind of go together. They kind of follow each other. But our job is to help them know what land is available if they're interested in coming to Weatherford. Let them know about our demographics. Let them know what we're all about. One of the things that you'll see, I'm going to use this as an example, is Firehouse Subs. If you go to that location, they have lots of murals about the Weatherford Kangaroos, the fire department, our peach heritage here. So they really try to, that's their opportunity to learn about our community, and they try to build that within the facilities or the within their businesses that they build when they relocate or locate here. So our role is to help them with permitting as well, to help them through the construction process, to make sure that they're following all of our protocols and procedures and permitting processes, and that's where DNS comes into play. But we don't tell them where they have to build. So we often hear, well, why don't we have more businesses on North Main versus the interstate? Just put it into the perspective of, if you owned a business, you're probably going to build where you choose to build for what's best for your business to be successful. So we can't make a business go into a certain area of the community, but we can provide them with information about what's available land-wise in the area. And we do that. It's their choice at the end of the day. The great thing about the U.S. is it's a free market. You can engage in business however you please if you're a business owner. All right, Wade. I have heard 2 rumors. Here, we can show our pretty faces here. There we go. I like that smile.
I knew you were going to put us on, so I was like, just go ahead and smile while he does
You're
it.
like ready to go. Wait, I have 2 rumors. I have heard 2 rumors a lot. One, Outback bought the old Denny's and Taco Cabana buildings. I have not heard
I've
that.
not heard that either.
Yeah. And DNS has not mentioned that to us. So I would assume that that's a rumor at this point. Not saying it's not true, but I would assume it's a rumor to us until we actually get
see paper, any type of actual paperwork on it. Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as well. Number 2, cities building a zoo on the corner of Santa Fe.
I can't help but laugh. That's one of my favorite rumors now. I'm 100% going to take a picture of a zoo and add it.
That would be cool. A zoo.
A zoo.
I didn't mean to laugh, Wade, but that one caught me off guard. I haven't heard that. No.
I haven't heard that either, and I'm trying to think of the logistics of it, and I don't know that it would be logistical for the city. Most cities don't even own their zoo, whether, Fort Worth Zoo and stuff, a lot of those, they actually have their own separate board and stuff.
Let me back up. I haven't heard that rumor, but I know that's not on discussion here at the city. I thought it was Texas Roadhouse moving in there. So Texas Roadhouse is building a location off of their
building. Yeah, they're actually building off of the interstate across from where like Home Depot and
the hotels,
Academy and stuff is
past Harbor Freight right there. So that is true. Cool. See, I love it. I love all the rumor controls.
See, I like to hear them.
We're adding the zoo.
That's why I'm like, I'm not afraid to smile or laugh. I hadn't actually heard that one. It did catch me off guard.
That's
cool. I think it would be cool if we had a zoo out here, but
my kiddos would love that.
Not that I know of.
Heck, I would love that. That'd be fun. Did you hear that the Fort Worth Zoo was named like the best
number 1 zoo in the nation?
In North America.
Oh, it was North America?
Yeah.
I love all the videos they've put up. I think it's been really cool and fun, interactive way.
Very cool. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. You good?
No, you're good. Okay. Heath just asked a question. Did we find out what that little bitty building by Smoothie King and Brahms is? I'm
going to use the excuse I was out last week. So, Nicole, did you find out?
Whatever. Oh. Blake's the one who told you guys he was going to find out about it 2 weeks ago. I did message, but I didn't hear back. But Heath, I will follow up again and ask them. I know like a year and a half ago, they had kind of told us what was looking at going in there. But I also know that company found another building in town. So I don't actually know what's going in there at this time. Brandon, that is actually Blue Beacon Truck Wash. It is, they're building a larger truck wash there, and they won't have their location next to Antonio's and across from Petros. They will have a easier to access for all of the trucks over by Bankhead and I-20.
Yep. Wade said, get it done on the zoo. So
we do what we can.
Maybe I'll bring like my dogs next week to sit in my office and like the beginning of a zoo.
That's how rumors get started, Blake.
That's true. All right, let's get back to the slides. I'm sorry. We digress.
So yeah.
Oh, I hid the thing. I hid the
wrong thing.
We'll figure it out. There we go.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
So we should be starting with a rumor control. Yeah. Rumor control. No Steel City Pops at this time. We'd love to have a popsicle company come out here. And this is one that I've seen in some of like the foodie groups and stuff pop up. We don't have a Steel City Pops at this time. But again, we'd love to see businesses come out here and grow and add to that quality of life Blake was talking about earlier. So that takes us into applications for permits and ongoing projects, which I got. This is an update as of the end of last week. So a few things might be a little bit further along, but Alpha Omega Hospice over at 941 Hilltop Drive, the tenant has had their improvement issued about 2 weeks ago, I believe, or a week ago. Domino's over at 808 Fort Worth Highway is still progressing with their inspections, and that is the Domino's that is going in to that new shopping center across from the gas station and down from the...
And we have a picture of that our our committed fan Heath German, he never misses a show. We love Heath. Sent us a photo. We have that, and we will get that up for the next economic development week because it's a really great photo.
And then HTO over at 1206 South Main, they're still progressing with their inspections. If you want to learn more, it's at hto.com, and I'll like famously, I guess, said at one point, it's kind of like a Starbucks but for tea. They have a lot of different types of tea and smoothies and stuff, and I'm kind of really excited to see them come. It'll offer a different drink option, especially during the hot months and cold months, like so the extreme weather months, to get your either iced tea or warm tea. So for all of those fans out there, Integra Urgent Care over at 821 East I-20, so right off the highway, guys. They are progressing with their inspections. Mama Monica's they have had their tenant improvement permit issued, and they will be over at 816 South Main Street, where Shep's place used to be. Orscheln's at 102 College Park has had their tenant improvement permit issued as well. And then the PCHD, which I think is Parker County Hospital District Immunization Outreach Clinic at 1115 Pecan, is progressing with their inspections over there. Salon, Spa, and Galleria at 801 West I-20, their tenant improvement permit was also issued. Texas Oncology Weatherford over at 911 Foster Lane is progressing with their inspections. And the Texas Pythian Home at 1825 East Bankhead, they had their commercial permit building issued a while back, and that is for that women's, is it shelter, right, Blake?
Correct. That is correct.
Yeah. So that's a really cool, awesome thing that they're going to be offering for the community. And then the Mark at Weatherford, their amenity center at 172 College Park Drive is progressing with inspections, and you guys can see that as you drive by over by the circle over there. And then we actually had a revised occupancy permit issued for an attorney's office at 1020 Fort Worth Highway, and that permit was issued. And then I know, because we always get questions on Texas Roadhouse, they are still awaiting some of their building permits, but like we said, they are going to be building off of the side of the interstate over by Harbor Freight. And then the storage facility over by Honda, the last I heard at the end of last week was that their permits were still being reviewed by city staff.
Yeah. And then we also have, just because we haven't mentioned it in a while, Specs is under construction next to the new KFC over off of South Main. We're trying to work with DNS to figure out where they are in that process, but it's coming along pretty quickly from what I could see when I drove by, Nicole.
Yes. So then other development neighborhood or DNS projects, they are updating our zoning regulations. And that goes back to that meeting or hearings tonight we talked about. So the afternoon small stakeholder groups, and then the discussion in public meeting and input this evening over at Tyson Middle School. So if you can make it, it'll be in the cafeteria. We should have some signs and stuff up. And then just some simple reminders from code compliance to keep your weeds and grass under control. Regular maintenance, even in the off season, can make a huge difference before we head even more into the heart of summer and fall, which I know it already feels like we're there now. But also garage sale signs. So you are limited to 2 signs per property, and they cannot exceed 2 square feet each. No more than 4 directional signs, and those also cannot be more than 2 square feet. And those have to be placed on private properties. You cannot attach those to electrical poles or on someone's property without permission. And you also can't put them on roadways. Those will be picked up by code compliance. Garage sale signs can be posted 24 hours before the sale, and they have to be removed within 24 hours after the end of that sale. And you can't have those signs up for more than 3 consecutive days. Don't forget to take advantage of all the local social media pages and groups. I know there's a ton of the buy, sell, trade, and community groups on Facebook, so take advantage of those while you can. And then we also, because we are in the heart of RV and boat season, we wanted to remind people that those cannot be parked or stored, or they must be parked or stored on impervious surfaces, and they cannot be stored in your front yard. And all of that can be found on our website. If you go to weatherfordtx.gov and then you search for the city code and ordinance, and it's a super easy system. You can type in RV or boat and search it, and it'll pop up the sections that is mentioned in. Rumor control.
Wait. You're not going to get off that easily.
Yeah. No, I already did it. Guys, you guys help me out. Rumor control. No salt grass at this time.
There we go.
We'd love to see them come to town, but they haven't put in any notice or anything that we know with DNS. So you guys hit up the places y'all want to see come out here and reach out to them.
All right, is that our last slide, Nicole? I think so.
Nope, we have the 2 maps still.
Oh,
and
yeah,
one more. Yeah.
I like this map. This is our current non-residential projects. Basically, all of the commercial projects going on across the city of Weatherford right now. It's just a quick snapshot of all of the commercial things that are happening. So lots of growth. And then this next one is our residential project. So houses, basically, or housing. Excuse me. And you can see all of the growth that's happening across the city of Weatherford. So these are cool because it shows you that with residential growth comes commercial growth, and they play hand in hand, which is what we talked about earlier. I know that chart is hard to read because it gets into more details.
We have it on the website.
We do have it on the website. And I think we have, yes, so you can go to DNS Development Projects. That's on our weatherfordtx.gov website. If you go to Development and Neighborhood Services, you can find this information, and there's actually more pretty graphics and things and projects that are taking place currently. And they do their best to update that as quickly as possible. It's not always real time, but they try to make it as real time as possible. So they work really hard over there under the direction of Mr. Caleb Kintner, which you all will meet tonight at the public hearing if you choose to attend at Tyson Middle School. Beginning at the small group sessions begin at what time, Nicole? Ooh, I put you on the spot. Ooh, I thought you had it memorized.
Well, no, because I was putting the link for everyone. 2 to 3 p.m. is the first small group stakeholder discussion.
Perfect. But the main public hearing begins at 6.
Yes.
And will end at 8 p.m. on the dot. Okay. Questions? I don't see any. Nicole, do you have any questions?
No, but if people have questions, you can either comment on the show after we're no longer live or always message the page. We try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Yep.
All right. Until next week, next Tuesday, same time, 11 o'clock. I'll be here. Nicole will be here with some more fun and information. Oh, wear your mask.
Wear your masks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.